Last night, something happened that I still can't wrap my head around. Let me give you a bit of context first. It was around 10 p.m. when my dad, who's an internist at a hospital, asked me to go with him. He'd left a few things in his office and needed to pick them up. The hospital he works at is divided into separate buildings for each department. Cardiology, pulmonology, that kind of thing. On the way, he also wanted to briefly chat with one of the heads of department. To get there, we had to pass through a building labeled J9. This place, from what I could tell, was either under construction or abandoned entirely. It was pitch black inside. We stepped in, and my dad turned on his phone flashlight. As we walked through the darkness, we saw someone walking toward us. He looked different, maybe Indian. He had an extremely long beard, and his hair stood upright on both sides of his head, with a bald patch down the middle. He didn't say a word, just stared at us as he slowly walked past and stepped into the elevator. My dad casually asked, "Hey, can you turn the lights on in here?" Thinking the man worked in the building, but the guy didn't respond. He just stared and went up in the elevator. A little weird, but my dad brushed it off. We made it to the department head's office and stayed there for about 30 minutes while they chatted. Then my dad wanted to grab the stuff from his office. The fastest way, the elevator. The same one the strange man took earlier. We pressed the elevator button, and when it opened, to our shock, the same man was still inside. After 30 minutes, just standing there. We got in, and the man didn't say a word. He stared at me, then at my dad, then back at me, then back at him. No expression, no blinking, just staring. I gave my dad a side glance like, "What is going on?" Then, the elevator suddenly stopped. My dad called the department head. "The elevator just stopped on us," he said. "Press the emergency button," came the reply. "That should reset it." Then my dad asked, "Hey, who's the guy working in J9? I tried talking to him earlier, but he hasn't said a word. He's in the elevator with us now, just staring." There was a pause. "No one works in J9, the department head said. "That building's empty." My dad fell silent for a second, then calmly told me, "Press the emergency button." Problem was, the man was standing right in front of it. I had to awkwardly lean behind him, basically reaching around this silent, unblinking guy to hit the button. The elevator started moving again, but the man still staring. Me, dad, my dad, trying to lighten the mood or maybe check on him, smiled and waved. "You okay?" No response, just the same slow gaze, shifting between us. Finally, the elevator reached our floor. We stepped out to quickly grab his mug and laptop. It took less than 10 seconds. When we came back and called the elevator to go down, it hadn't moved. But when the doors opened, the man was gone. I stood there frozen. "How is that possible?" I asked my dad. "The elevator didn't move," he just shook his head. "I don't even know." We went down to the car and drove home in silence. We never saw him again. Have you ever experienced something like this? Be sure to share your story in the comments. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next chilling story. Send in your own scary stories. Yours might be featured in one of the upcoming videos. See you soon.